Hello everyone, long time no see. This is Destructive Nerd with terrible frame rates on the N3rdTech Server. This is a server that I'm renting out with another guy. It has many of the same mods you've ever seen me in single player, with notable exception being ships and boats. Sorry, since it hasn't updated and isn't really multiplayer yet, it is not on this server. The server is currently running Minecraft version 1.4.7, as many of the major Forge technology mods such as IC2, Red Power 2, Buildcraft, Railcraft, and just to name a few, of course, and has many of the add-ons for IC2 as well. Also, just for you guys who aren't like all about technology in Minecraft, we also have Thermocraft installed in Minecraft. So for those of you who prefer magic over technology, we have that option. And oh, there goes the frame rates. First of all, I'd like to apologize for that. Right now I'm running a Core i3 laptop with Intel HD 3000 graphics. So as you can probably see by outside, I have Minecraft in the lowest of settings possible, and I'm still barely getting 30 frames per second. So that's pretty bad. This right here is a N3rdTech hotel. It's for you newbie players. You come in, join, and you have a place to stay while you're gathering up resources for your house. Each room comes equipped with 2 furnaces, a double chest, and a bed for you to sleep in. We don't really use beds. More than often, if I'm online, I just click daytime on my little thing over here, because I say, F it, whatever. You know, don't force people who are underground to run off while the other people on the surface are struggling. The hotel also has a farm, which anybody can use. You don't have to be staying at the hotel to come to use the farm. You know, just come by, get up some wheat, and maybe some watermelons or mushrooms, and have yourself something to eat. This is a N3rdTech mascot. He's a skeleton that somebody, I'm still not sure who did this. Somebody put the creeper head on him, I guess using the Vaporal or something like that from Red Power kind of enchantment. Beheaded the creeper, put the creeper head on the skeleton, and now the skeleton has never moved. I mean, seriously, this skeleton has remained here for I think a week of real time, not even Minecraft time. So I'm honestly confused as to why it's even here anymore. But since it hasn't despawned or even attacked me, even without creative mode on, I decided just to encase him, and here he is. Over here we have a house from one of our players. This is the house of Yourself1234. And here goes frame rates again. Yourself is a very active player. He, as you can probably see, has all this stuff from thermal expansion, I think it is. Something I'm not very good at, and I think this is from Thermocraft. He's a very active player. He also the one, you remember Spawn, that little building that the video started in. He built Spawn, so I give him lots of props. Over here we have one of N3rdTech's most prominent features. This is our first gigantic oil well, and so far it is the only one, I think. This thing is pretty tall. I mean, let me see. Surface is about 60, so yeah, this thing goes about 30 up in the air. And wow, I still haven't done this because I've been too busy with N3rdTech. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, we do have N3rdTech on the server. However, we nerfed the crap out of it. I'll give you an example in just a moment. Let me get over here to my place. This is my railing system. I'm just not using it for the purpose of saving time. We have the same machines over here. This is the blast furnace, industrial blast furnace, industrial grinders. This is going to be a sawmill. I haven't built it yet. Chemical reactors, industrial electrolyzers, all from the N3rdTech mod. I'm giving for those of you before you even ask questions further, we nerfed N3rdTech the crap out of it. One notable example is N3rdTech disables the crafting of blocks of materials. Like you can't directly craft a block of iron in N3rdTech. Well, we decided to re-enable that. That's just stupid. And even if you do have the block of iron, you would have to smelt it first, and then you can get your ingots back. Nope. We also took that off. You can just craft it. That's probably that's one of the things I don't like about N3rdTech. It has a whole bunch of cool stuff, but honestly, it's just something that's a little bit too... It makes stuff a little bit too expensive, to be honestly. And over here is my house, a very empty house. But here we have a farm, and this is from XIE's farming mod. For those of you who are familiar with XIE's farming mod, I won't explain further, but it basically just adds a whole bunch of other stuff to this, like to the farming options to the Minecraft. This is wheat. This is basically just wheat that grows 3 foot tall. Flax from Red Power 2. These are all from XIE's farming mod. And we have more Red Power 2 in action over here. I love Red Power 2. Honestly, I started using it a lot more, and now I'm like a freaking genius at redstone. It took me freaking forever, but who cares? And here, my friends, is Pokemon002's house. Pokemon is the other owner of the server, well, renter of the server. He helps me pay for the server's monthly upkeep. He's also very good at thermal expansion. He has a few stuff from, God dang it, IC2 and Red Power. He also has this, I think this is from the Soul Capture mod. It's like where you capture the souls of the dead that you slayed. It's actually a pretty neat mod. Pokemon is he's a very active player as well. He's probably the only guy who's as active as, well, he's not as active as me. I'm the most active player, which explains why I have all this stuff. But his most prominent thing that he's all about is Doomcraft. He is probably the greatest wizard on the server right now. The little nutcase, I swear to God. He has this giant tree on here. I think that counters the flux he generates. See, he has all these glowing things. He has some kind of little furnace thing. You throw items in there and it smelts it. I wonder if that really works. Let's see. I wonder if it works with this. I never tried this thing really. I don't think so. Wait. Oh my God, it did work. That is so cool. Okay. Anyways, back to it. He's a very good at Doomcraft, and that leads to another point. We have Doomcraft installed on the server. He's a little golem guy. I'll explain a few rules about Doomcraft in a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go back to spawn, and I can showcase, well, not really showcase, but show you some of the mods we have here on the server. Here we are back at spawn. First mods I like to bring up is, of course, XIE's farming mod. One thing about XIE's farming mod, I'll explain it in a little bit more in detail. You'll have to ask me or Pokemon to give you some of the stuff from XIE's farming mod. Like I said, I'll explain that in a little bit. We also have IC2, as you've probably seen, and a few of the add-ons for IC2, including the nuclear control, so you can do better reactors and keep control of it. Petroleum generator, which will allow you to generate EU from Buildcraft oil and fuel. Compact solar, so you can combine solar arrays, or better yet, advanced solar, so you could, rather than just craft a whole bunch of these solar panels, you just make them more advanced. Then we have advanced machines, so you have the other versions, and N3rdTech. Now, as I said, with N3rdTech, we nerfed the crap out of it. Like, here's the Buildcraft quarry over here. Wait, over here. As probably you know, the Buildcraft quarry is much more expensive with N3rdTech. We disabled that. It's the standard Buildcraft recipe. We disabled a lot of stuff with N3rdTech, just so you, the player, won't have to go out of your way to actually have to use N3rdTech for mods that you don't want to use it. Currently, I'm still updating the config files for both of them, just in case, you know, there's some things I don't quite agree with the N3rdTech. I just like the way it adds on. Other mods include, as I said, Buildcraft over here, thermal expansion add-on for Buildcraft, portable tank. I'm not sure where that's from. I think that is from thermal expansion as well. Then we have Railcraft. I love Railcraft, honestly. Things to note about Railcraft. I'll explain that later. And we have forestry over here, so you can automate your farms. For those of you who probably don't know, forestry is now like a multi-block structure, so you have to use these farm blocks and build different structures out of it in different ways. I can't really build it right now. So don't come on and complain like, oh my god, the freaking farms aren't working. You can't craft these over here anymore. These down here, you can't craft them anymore. They're gone, basically. If you have to use these, and trust me, you'll love them a lot. Then we have Red Power 2 installed. Not going anywhere without Red Power 2, honestly. I've become too attached to Red Power 2. I tried making a redstone mechanism in vanilla after I've been using Red Power 2 for about 2 months, and I nearly killed the computer. I'm about to kill it because of the horrible frame rates, but besides the point. I just couldn't deal with the lack of Red Power 2. We have Computer Craft down here. Just for those of you who can't do the fourth too well, you can use Computer Craft. I wonder what this one can do. I'm gonna figure that out later. Oh my god. Okay, let's get away from the nether portal before I go insane. We have extra biomes XL. As you can probably see, we're in the savanna biome, and over there to my left is the wasteland biome, and to the north is glaciers. Things to know about extra biomes XL. I disabled some of the stuff for it. Like, not all the biomes spawn. I think there's only like 6 biomes from Extra Biomes XL that are enabled and have spawned in the world. And that's mainly to keep it to where certain mods which add biome specific spawns can still be functioning correctly. I didn't want people to journey 1,000 miles to go figure out, go get a resource, and that still kind of backfired on me because, as you see over there, that's the nearest desert, about 1 kilometer away. So I'm really considering what should we do next time if there's ever a map regen, which probably won't be till like Minecraft 2.0 if I have anything to say about it. Moving on down the list, we have, I think this is Steve's Carts Thuumcraft down here, Iron Chest mod, mod called, I believe it's called Greg's Lighting. It's not by the Greg Tech guy, no. Twilight Forest mod, more forestry and stuff, and I believe that is it for the add-ons, mods. Yeah. So that's well, that's basically probably a rough list. I'm pretty sure there's much more in the jar. I just can't honestly remember all of them on top of my head like that. Now we gotta get to the rules of the server, though. There's no servers without its rules. Just type in rules and you'll see the rules yourself. So, and that, my friends, concludes this little tour of my server. I provided a link in the description for the for the Minecraft forum post where you can apply. There's just a small application, just it's kind of like a small deterrent for griefers, because with a freaking nuclear reactor, then we're gonna waltz in here, pump a few extra cells into it, and boom, we have an explosion on our hands. And we definitely don't want that. I mean, sure, I make updates every 5 seconds, or 6 hours rather, but I do not want to be replacing the files and stuff, So you want to join up, come on down, just put in your application. I check the forum post daily, so there's no need to worry about, oh, I'm not going to check. I check it daily, and I'm also on pretty much daily. There'll be a few exceptions, like this past week I was out for about a few days, but I'm always checking the server to see, someone's online. Pokemon's on very often, so is his friends, so it's not going to be a lonely experience. You're going to be here with a bunch of guys. Or people. You never know who they are. Hope you enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later on my next video, or possibly here on the server.